Not Usher got played down to his concert, child. I ain't talk about it, but I want to talk about it for like just a little piece. Can I? Can I talk about it? Just a little piece. Just get my little 2 cent squirrel. And I promise it's really just two.
How we get up, just call back, right back. We can spend, then get it right back, man. She just gotta want it all of that, so that's why I bought.
Hey y'all, I'm back, honey. And I just wanted to chit chat for a quick second. Hopefully, it ain't gonna be too long. Every time I say that, my videos always be longer than what they need to be, child. But anywho, honey, I'm here to talk about Usher. All right, not much of Chris Brown, but more so Usher, honey, and Miss Gabrielle Cheyenne, baby. The light skinned Cheyenne's been running amok in this thing, ain't it? Mm. They been tearing the people up on social media, honey. A child, listen. Let me just say this for the people that don't know, and y'all should know because I feel like it's been everywhere. So number one, Usher has this concert with Chris Brown, right? Called the R&B concert or whatever. The R&B tour, music tour, whatever they got going on. And Usher decided he wanted to bring somebody up on stage, right? Chris Brown bringing people on stage. Let me bring folks on stage. I usually walk around, put cherries in people's mouth, but we're going to take it to another level, okay? I feel like this isn't new for Usher, though. I feel like Usher may have had women on the stage previously, especially women that wanted to be there. Now, when you're doing a shared tour like this is the risk that you kind of take because then the reality sets in that everybody there is not a fan of both people. Now, me, I'm rocking to Usher and to Chris Brown, period. Okay. I would never go on the stage. But if I was on the stage with either one of them, okay, I'm going to have fun, period. Okay. So this beautiful young lady was invited to be on this stage with Usher. I don't think she knew, and based on what she said, she didn't know that she was going to be who she was going to be on the stage with, whether it was going to be Usher, whether it was going to be Chris Brown. But it seemed like she was along for the ride. So she gets up there, Usher's doing his thing. Miss Mama got stiff. Now, when I first saw it, I'm not finna hold y'all. I was like, listen, I would have got stiff too potentially. In my head, I think I would be like this. But right off the bat, I probably would be like, what's gonna happen? Okay. So I understand her kind of like freezing. I felt like she was freezing up, but as things progressed and you learn more, it seemed like she just won that damn into Usher. And Usher sensed her uncomfortableness on the stage. So Usher is like, she look like she don't want to be here type thing. Like, baby, he started fanning her off. What it really was giving was that Usher ass was embarrassed. A little piece. Not a whole lot, but just like a little piece. Like, she ain't even into it. Like, what is this about? Like, damn, do I stink? I know I'm up here sweating, but damn, why she acting like that? Right? I feel like Usher was a slight bit embarrassed. So he embarrassed her ass back and was like, get her off. Exit stage left. She ain't trying to be here. Okay, get her off. All of that was hilarious. I'm not gonna hold y'all. From the point of watching her reaction to Usher saying, get the hell on, your girl was tickled, okay? I was tickled. Now she gets off the stage, and I feel like everybody asking the question of like, well, why would you go on there? Like, if you didn't want to be there, girl, like if you was acting like that, why the hell would you go on that stage? I feel like the questions were valid in my personal. Why would you go up there? Right? And I feel like her response was valid too, because it was pretty much like, well, listen, I wanted the experience. And like, who wanna go up there? I wanted to go up there. I wanted to have a good time. I wanted to have fun. I was hoping I would go up there for Chris, but they done brought my ass up there for Usher. And at that point, I'm thinking maybe it was too late for her to turn around and say, no, I don't want to. Once she realized she was going up there for Usher, even though she likely was hoping that it would be Chris, I think that it was too late to turn around and say, oh no, I don't want to do it no more. I don't want to do it no more. She had to like continue for the plot. Right? It just seemed like the damn plot fell out when she wasn't really interacting how people would have expected her to react. You know what I'm saying? Like, child, this whole thing, this was a mess. But social media has been on her R's, and I've been over here kind of laughing at everybody's shoulder shrug. You know what I'm saying? It's just been a little bit of a key for me because a lot of people was in uproar by like the status, right? The things that she put up over on her social media page. And I'm gonna try and, get to that so we can talk about what she put on her page. But it was just a key for me. Seeing that she kind of had like a little attitude afterwards, it's like, but that's why y'all brought her up, right? Because she cute and she's a light-skinned young lady. Y'all love putting the lighter skinned women in certain positions and then be surprised when you see their attitude may be a little snobbish or better than. No, that's the position you put them in. So don't be mad. Don't be mad now. This shit over here talking about pretty privilege and I'm fine and you don't look half as good as me. BITCH, whoop de whoop, 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 whoop. Don't be mad at her now. Don't you elevate that? You assisted, okay? What they say, this is the monster that you created. Y'all assisted in creating that. Just a little piece, okay? So I really felt no ways about the shit she was over there talking slick over there on her Facebook page, talking shit. Okay, now she did say that she was talking to the people from her city, like Chattanooga, Tennessee. But honestly, I feel like it was more than just Chattanooga coming at your ass. And you really was talking to a masses of people, okay? And not just the folks down to the Chattanooga, honey. Be very clear, but did I care? I didn't care. I didn't really care. I did feel like slightly though. I was like, why would you go on that damn stage though and waste somebody else's opportunity? That was one of the thoughts that I had. But as I think about it more, I was like, I don't think she really knew who she was gonna go see. And by the time she realized she was gonna be up there with Usher, it was probably too late to back out of the shit. So she had to follow through and go through with it. Now, I will say she didn't give him like a completely stank look. She just didn't give much of a damn reaction. Like, oh, what's gonna happen now? What we doing? Oh, okay, okay. Do I lean back? Do I not? You know? So I don't know. Maybe she was cringing on the inside, but baby, give me a second. Okay, I needed 1 second so I could find this post that she made over here on Facebook, right? So she says, first off, nobody is declining to go on stage. She not wrong. None of y'all is really declining to go on stage. If offered the opportunity to be on stage in front of everybody, the people gonna likely go. There may be a few, but majority is likely gonna go. She says, I look good as fuck. You thought I wasn't gonna let thousands of people see me? Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. On the big screen, she says, where you bitches will never be. And it's like, now, first of all, you don't know where these people gonna be at. To think that you're the only fine person in damn Chattanooga is insane. Man, that's insane, man. You don't know where these folks gonna be at. They may not have been on that stage, but they may potentially be on another stage. But talk your shit though. Talk your shit though, girl. So she says, my mom and I had floor seats. Their team approached us and moved us to VIP before the show even started. She puts in all caps, pretty privileges. Something you hoes will never know about. Ooh. Now, she may have been talking to a particular group of people down there to the chat, maybe a good 6 of y'all that's been on her neck chewing. So she says, don't say who you're going up there for. No, she says, they don't say who you're going up there for. Y'all wanted me to get up there and fuck him at this point. No, you know the people didn't want you to get up there and do that. The people wanted you to not stand like a statue of Summer Walker when you got up there. I think they wanted to see you maybe rub and caress him or whatever the case. Now, she ain't have to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? We get that. She ain't have to touch on him. She ain't have to do nothing. But it does make it a little awkward. Right? It did look a little awkward to the people because it looked like you were uncomfortable. It looked like you were cringing. And I think for Usher, it's like, one, she don't want to be here, and two, of you feeling that miserable, let me hurry up and get you about this situation as quick as possible. Go ahead and let her go because she ain't trying to be here. Ain't no need of you sitting up here being uncomfortable, okay? And I feel like while the people joking and, clowning Usher or saying whatever y'all want to say, a lot of y'all can learn from Usher. Because if she ain't giving you them type of vibes, then back the hell up off her. Hello. Anywho, so she goes on to say Chattanooga folks aren't used to anything. Now, how you know that? That is so like, girl, what part of Chattanooga did you come from? She says that's the most exciting thing that would have happened to y'all little ass lives. Ma'am, you just said they would have never got the opportunity to even do that. Okay, and now you saying that's the most exciting thing that's happened was watching you go on stage and cringe the fuck out? That's hilarious. But she goes on to say, fuck y'all disrespectfully, baby. Then she puts another post up talking about how y'all aren't gonna get on the internet calling me out my name and disrespecting me and expecting me to keep it cool. Don't think y'all finna bully me about an experience y'all didn't get. Baby, when I tell you I stand with her 10 toes, I'm with her right there. Okay, because this statement here that she just chewed on with the people, girl, that applies to so many different topics that you cover across social media. The people really be thinking they can bully you about your opinion, about your experience. Y'all, I don't give a fuck. BIT, y'all care about me. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, girl, go ahead. I'm with you over here. All right. She says, I don't feel a way towards him. It's just that I got on stage. So then for the people saying her attitude is nasty, she says, my attitude isn't nasty until I'm provoked. Okay. She says, y'all aren't going to get on this internet and calling me out my name and stuff. We just not going to do that. So if you think my attitude is nasty, yes, it is, because it's a response to you. That's what's really going on. I mean, a lot of people upset. She's a beautiful girl in my personal. From my understanding, she is a nurse. You know what I'm saying? She did put this statement up. Let me get this up over here, where she's like, y'all don't even be knowing my business. Like, I be too low key for y'all. I know that's right.
Not a person that's around here wanting the latest drama, wanting to be in drama. You've never seen me post a fight. You've never seen me post on social media
Okay,
about me
girl.
being in tour with anybody. I don't even post my real life. Y'all don't know if I'm in a relationship, if I'm not
Okay.
in a relationship,
I ain't mad at
who
it.
I'm with, where I'm at, or anything. And this has been blown way out of proportion. It was never supposed to be this big. I got on stage with Usher. In front of thousands of people, whether if it was me wanting to just have the experience or just me to be seen, or how do y'all know that once I got up there I didn't feel uncomfortable or whatever? Like, it's just so much to it, and I don't have to explain what exactly went through my mind right at that moment or what led up to that event. I was at the concert, we got moved from the floor to VIP, and once I got off the stage I went back to VIP and finished enjoying the concert. I didn't think it would be this serious, and then for all these news articles and these big sites to try and take my words and flip them around and anything like that with the pretty privileges or anything like that, trying to paint me as a mean girl. I don't be on social media. I don't bother people. I mind my business. Y'all read my tone from my post because I was mad. I'm angry. I'm a person who sit back and don't say anything. So for y'all to be attacking my character, I'm going to get upset because I'm a real person with real feelings at the end of the day.
So that's what Miss Ma'am had to say. And I don't think she fully wrong, child. I don't. Okay. But let's get into more of what she had to say to TMZ.
All right. So why weren't you into it?
It wasn't that I was into it. I was approached first and upgraded to VIP, and they don't give you any instructions on who, what, when, where, or how.
They didn't tell you they were going to pull you on stage?
They told me that it was a possibility of me going on stage, but they didn't
Tell
confirm
her
that
who.
until it was closer to time
I ain't think
for me
so.
to go on stage. And of course, you're getting to go up on stage. Why would I decline that? People are pulling the narrative that I'm in a relationship or whatever the case may be. No one can tell me the reasoning as to why I said yes to getting on stage, but you also don't know who you're going on stage for or with.
I'm going to kind of pick up what you put down there. You said, I didn't know who I was going to be pulled up on stage with. The way I see it, there are two people. There's Usher and there's Chris Brown. And that means that you were banking on Chris Brown and you got Usher and you would have been more into it with Chris Brown. Am I reading this right?
Me solely, I went to the concert for Chris Brown. It's nothing against Usher or anything like that, but I'm more of a Chris Brown fan than I am of Usher. So of course, it would have been a different reaction with Chris Brown. It wouldn't have been the stiffness or whatever the internet is portraying.
So you, after what happened, some of the
Pause. I just want to highlight and say that, yeah, that's where the reality hits, okay? Everybody ain't there for you, okay? It might be a time, okay, as this concert go on, that somebody may get up there on this stage and I want to be up there with Chris. I mean, last year, I feel like at his tour, we've seen girls kind of be stiff a little bit when he would dance on them in that chair or whatever. Giving like not much of a reaction. Matter of fact, I think it was a time before his concerts got this big. It was a girl on stage sitting in the chair and she didn't get much of a reaction. Like she wasn't that interested. So I mean the SHI does happen. You know what I'm saying? Usher just felt embarrassed, but I tell y'all one thing. Usher had this to say though. Tell you that. Usher said, don't come up here playing with me no more.
Before we get started, Don't bring your ass up here if you don't want to be here. All right. God don't like ugly, but he most certainly don't feel too good about pretty privilege. He was good.
Baby, that man said, don't bring your ass up here if you don't want to be here. God does not like ugly, and he ain't too good on pretty privilege either. Yikes. But y'all sat up here and put people in the pretty privileged position, right? Y'all be holding the certain complexions up here to a pedestal this, that, then they get up there and say, yeah, they ain't even that damn interested. Then y'all get mad when they have an attitude with you and they start pretty much telling y'all ugly. Like, it try either way. Leave your thoughts and comments down below. I sleep feel no ways. It happens during the concerts. Try. This is the risk that you take when you pulling just anybody on the stage. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they into you, sometimes they not. But either way, guess what? The people still gonna be millionaires. So good. Bye, y'all. Mm-hmm.
Right back, we can spend, then get it right back, man. She just gotta want it all of that. So that's why I bought